You carry storms you don't name out loud, drowning in the dark while you stand so proud. I see the tremble you try to erase, every shadow written on your face. You hide the tears, but I feel the flood. You call it strength, I call it too much. I see your emotions, you try hard to hide the battles you fight, the pride you confide. You take it all on, but it's breaking you down. I just wanna hold you, don't have to be strong now. You left the cracks like a window pane, letting me glimpse all the hidden pain. You say I'm fine, but your eyes betray the war inside. You won't go away. I know the weight you won't let fall. You bear it alone, but I see it all. If asking for help feels like losing ground, just let me in, I won't let you drown. Oh, I see your emotions, you try hard to hide the battles you fight, the pride you confide. You take it all on, but it's breaking you down. I just wanna hold you, don't have to be strong now. You don't have to bleed behind closed doors. You don't have to carry the weight of wars. Your pride can't rest, your soul can breathe. Just lay it down, you can lean on me. See your emotions, try hard to hide the battles you fight, the pride you confide. You take it all on, but it's breaking you down. I just wanna hold you, don't have to be strong now. I see you, I see you. Blended healing flowing through everything. The night holds the secrets, the streets keep the time. Every broken story turns into
Had to go through some things to get here. You had to push through. Keep your head up, keep moving, keep believing when you felt things didn't add up. And I'm telling you now, people see it. People are proud of you. People respect how you handled what you went through. Some of them are even like it and just survived that season. You changed in it. You built strength, patience, and grace. That's why your light hits different now. That's why doors are open. Welcome to a space where you can finally breathe and feel safe. Welcome to Blended Healing. Here we honor every piece of your journey and walk with you toward balance, clarity, and peace. Welcome to Blended Healing.
scar mending, every soul aligned. The city keeps beating louder.
Sunday morning message. I felt an urgency because I wasn't going to do this I was giving myself some time away, but it kept nagging at me and nagging at me and nagging at me. So that means that somebody needs to hear this. Gotta move different. You see, the ancestors have something to say today. They have been pressing this message for real. A lot of y'all been going through it and not saying nothing. It's still coming through, still doing what you gotta do, still answering people, still handling life because life is life, man. But on the inside, it could be. It's something completely different. Your mind has been running amok, back and forth, thinking too much, making situations bigger than what they really are. And if you keep it all the way real, right? Some of them thoughts that you've been having, they've been running you. You see, fear got you moving like something bad is about to happen when nothing is really there. And they're saying it straight up just because you're thinking it don't make it real. You see, you're letting your mind take you places you don't even need to go. And now you're sitting in it like it's the truth, and it's not. That's the cycle. And that cycle right there, you got to stop it. This is about ending the habit of suffering in silence, like it's some type of badge of strength. It's not. Something that you learn, yeah, but that don't mean that you got to keep doing it. You've been holding back a lot and not saying when you're not okay. Even when you do tell people that you're not okay, what they really going to do? There's there's nothing they can really do except sit with you. And for those who are friends, they will sit with you. But not letting people know when you are when you are mentally not there. Come on, man. And when that happens, you start feeling alone, like nobody understands. But the whole time, nobody even knows what's really going on with you. You can't expect people to just show up for you properly if you're not giving them nothing to work with. They don't. They can't. They can't read your mind. And when you shut down like that, especially with people that actually care about you, it creates some it creates like this real gap, like a chasm that's like big like the damn Grand Canyon. I mean it can be confusing to people. Sometimes it's just some type of tension in the air because they didn't even know. They didn't even know. So how are they supposed to be there for you if they don't know? So what they saying, you know, they sitting there looking with their mouth wide open because you coming back at them like you're not there for me or anything like that when they ain't know nothing about it. So if you're not okay, say it. If your mind is off today, say say that too. You know, I'm not mentally there today, you know? Because when you communicate, you give people the chance to meet you where you are at. And when you don't, you're just making it harder on yourself. Welcome to Blended Healing. That was a lot of words to say what I said, right? Ancestors been jumping up and down. I know I gave you this message before, but for whatever reason, they feel that it's imperative that this message goes back out again. So in full compliance, here I am. I'll be right back after this.
Where the love at? I see black hatred. Come on, bruh. Why come y'all still be on that fake shit? Come on, bruh. How you black hating on blacks? That shit racist. Come on, bruh. If they don't give it back to us, then should we just take it? Come on, brother. Where the love at? I see black hatred. I see it. Brother. Why come y'all still be on that fake shit? Come on, brother. How you black hating on blacks? That shit racist. Come on, crazy. Brother. If they don't give it back to us, then should we just take it? Come on, brother. 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 Come on, brother. Go. Yeah, each one and teach. Brother. Come on, brother. Go. Brother. Ain't you tired of seeing other people suffer, my brother? Go, brother. Hey, come on, still in that emergency state. Go ready the date. If we don't get our act right, it just might be too late. No longer the wait. It's about time we elevate. I know you love to talk down and debate, but how we gon' find a way to keep the kids from getting hit by bullets dead straight on the switch of a gun that didn't fuck up the aim? Don't trip, I'm still pulling up on Saturday at 2 or even 2:30. Big mouthpiece back to clear up your vision, cause I know it's been getting blurry. They say that boy ain't funny and he's strictly good vibes only. COC money land and this G is still a homies. Don't forget every other mental health money to come pull up on me. At about 2:45, we can't go live like it's us only. Surely but surely, old boy said he my dog, but this I heard he been hating on me. Hey, hold up, homie, come on, brother. Where the love at? I see black hatred. Come on, my sister, don't you know you are destined for greatness? Come on, sister, I put big brother mouthpiece in your playlist. Come on, sister, sleep with your twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on, sister, where the love at? I see black hatred.
Make sure that you tap into Big Brother Mouthpiece on Come On Brother and also on Mental Health Mondays. Make sure that you put your notifications on because Big Mouthpiece, sometimes he got a little time problem, you know what I'm saying? But it's always a good time at Mouthpiece. The link is in the chat. Now let's go a little deeper. This doesn't really have anything to do about what's going on right now because it's bigger than that. This is about pretty much what you have been taught. And you've been holding on to that, especially us, some of us, being black women. Strength has been taught a certain way. Like you got to take everything. You got to hold everything. You got to know you got to know what's going on. You feel me? You got to deal with everything and not break. Like you got to be quiet about what's bothering you, what's hurting you, what you feel. Even if it's joy, because you got to come up with this kind of facade for other people, for them. And maybe even tricking yourself. Who knows? But at the end of the day, You just got to keep it moving. And that got you through. And in some cases, getting a lot of us through. But that kind of strength, man, it takes a lot of energy to perform. It drains you, man. If you got strength, if you got you thinking that you got to do everything by yourself. I don't know how many times, I guess people are just as thick as I am because I say this a lot and transparent moment and all like that. I do feel like I have to do everything myself. But see, you know what I realize what that is? It's called control. So you feel that everything you have to do is by yourself and you have to fix everything by yourself. And that's not how it's supposed to be. That's your mind playing tricks on you, thinking that you know better than the divine or the spiritual council. In this case, the ancestors who will ride or die for you. And you know what I'm saying, right? They're always gonna roll with you, whatever you want. But don't get it twisted. They definitely are not going uh to let you be here and watch you self-destruct. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna get your attention one way or the other. Crash bang some shit up in the house. Get your attention. Whatever it takes. You see, your energy matters. Like for real, for real. And that's not something just to say to make it like, you know, real cute and all that. And nah, that's real life, man. Because everything pulls at you, whether you're at work, on social media, relationships, expectation. Everybody wants something at one point in time, and you're just one person. But instead of you opening up your mouth, you just let it pile on until you completely shut down mentally. And then you're sitting around here. And because you're not saying anything, your load is getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. Because you're always expected to say that you're good. You're always expected to be the strong one, to always have it all together, but nobody really stopped and asked if you were straight. So now you got to be the one to do that for yourself. Slow down, man. Check in with yourself because you've been moving so fast that you don't even hear yourself no more. And if you can't hear yourself, how the heck are you going to hear the ancestors and above that, the divine and the Holy Spirit of the living God? How are you going to hear anything except your ego banging you out in your brain, man? Like for real, for real. Your grandmothers knew what it was, even if they didn't say anything about it, didn't give it a name or anything like that. Maybe they called it something else, probably. But what they also did was that they protected their peace in their own ways. They prayed a lot. They had their own little routines going on. Maybe music playing or while they're cooking or some type of quiet time, doing something, sitting outside, whatever it was keeping themselves together. Where you think you got that from. Because sometimes we emulate the past. And if you're not tapping into your ancestors and how they moved back then in all those different eras, all you're doing is repeating a cycle. Did you ever even think about that? Like in that way. I I know I have, but I digress. It's how they stayed grounded. And you're being pulled back to that right now. Nobody expects you to be perfect at all. But what I believe that they're bringing to your attention is that they want you to move more intentionally, to be aware of how or what you're doing. Catch yourself, check yourself, because even the small things matter. Saying no when you mean no, or resting when you need to rest, and choosing to have a good day just because. You know what I mean? That's real too. I'm not going to hold you long today. I'm not. I'm almost done. That message had to get out there. I'll be right back.
Oh, I walk in rooms I've never seen. Still something in me remembers things. Hands no rhythm, my mind can't trace. Like I've been shaped by another place. There's a fire in me I didn't light. Still it burns through every night. Call it memory, call it truth, but it don't feel new. They don't knock, they just arrive in every breath that keeps me alive. I'm not walking alone, I feel them here, in every doubt, in every tear. They left their footsteps in my soul. Now they echo through me. Now they echo through me.
I don't know exactly what's going on, but there's a lot of glitching going on, man. But nonetheless, the message will get out. This is just pomps and circumstances, I like my visuals. But at the end of the day, the message is the most important thing. So this is where it gets real. It's called doing something different. That sounds real simple until you realize why it's hard. Some of us have been through things that make us move a certain way. Some of us spoke up before and wasn't believed. Some of you had to deal with stuff in your own home that shouldn't have anything to deal with. Some of us didn't get the protection that we needed and not even the understanding that we needed. And that does something to you. I know it does. It makes you feel guarded. It makes you question everything. And it makes you move like you got to protect yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying? That trust no one, trust no one. But hear this real clear. Whatever happened, you didn't deserve what happened to you. None of it. But you also can't let that turn you into blocking everything out from moving forward. The person in front of you that didn't do anything to you, they don't deserve that either. Doing something different means that you take the time to look at where you've been, what you've been through, and how it shaped you. Then from there, you decide what you're going to do, you know? Hold on. Hold on to what? You don't owe anybody your peace. Nobody. They're living rent free up in your head, oftentimes your heart and your spirit. You don't owe them that. You don't owe them your peace, man. And once you're able to separate that and really end the cycle, you don't have to suffer in silence anymore. You don't even know the people that raised you that. Nobody. Nobody. Your peace is your own now. And while we're talking real, right? Everybody's not a hater. Everybody's not. Sometimes some people really need to hear that. Because sometimes it could just be love. And I get it. When you upset, you want somebody to be mad at, somebody to be mad with you. And you want somebody to co-sign you, back you up and say, yeah, you know, you right. And that feels good. But a real one, they're not always going to do that. If you're wrong, they're going to say that you're wrong. And that don't feel good, but it's real. Some of us got that one woman in our life or that one dude in our life that could be either a second mother or a second father or a spiritual mother or a spiritual father. The one that talks to you straight, no sugarcoating, no nothing, straight, no chaser, straight up, and corrects you when you out of line. You don't like how it comes off. So you're going to get defensive and you're going to pull back. But that person, they're not trying to hate on you. They're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to keep you from messing yourself up. There's a difference between somebody who hypes you up just to see you crash out and somebody who tells you the truth, even if it causes them losing you or the relationship with you. You feel me? Sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. Sometimes our ego gets in the way, you know. Emotions get in the way. So we get caught up in how we feel. And when we do that, we can't even hear the truth when it's being said to us. We would rather listen to somebody telling us you right. Everybody else is wrong. Even when that's not even the case. That's not cool, man. Because now you're pushing people away who actually got your back and keeping people around you who just telling you what you want to hear. I know you're smarter than that because everybody got a motive. Some people want to see you do good, and some people just there for what they can get, and some don't mind watching you fall or crash. So don't mix up the correction with the hate. That mistake right there, that can cost you more than you think. For real. And all of this ties back to the same thing. It's not perfection. It's getting yourself together, or in other words, being aligned, getting back to yourself, trusting your own senses again, because that intuition that you got, that ain't going nowhere. You just stopped listening to it. And you felt things before they even happened, and you still can, but you got to get quiet enough and turn everything else down so you can hear it again clearer. And one more thing, I keep bringing this up, and you're not to do this alone. You need people, real people. Community matters. Being around people who understand you without you having to explain everything. That matters. And that also is healing. That's the part of how you get back right. So the message is real simple today. Even if it's not easy, stop suffering in silence. Say what's going on with you. Protect your energy. Do something different. Even if it's small, pay attention to who's really for you. And don't let your past keep you stuck in a place that you already outgrew. You're not stuck. You've just been moving the same way for too long. Switch it up. Switch it up. That's where everything changes. I say, all right. All right. That's it. I'm done. I'm done talking, man. I'm done. I can go on some more, but I'm done. I think the message is clear enough. That's your Sunday morning message. I'll see you later on, all right? All right. Listen, I'm going to run something to reiterate this for you. Remember, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff. But be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep out of each and every one of you. They just a tap away, man. All you got to do is just tap and ask. And your ancestors are going to be there. I'm telling you, they're your ride or die, man. Whether you're right, wrong, or indifferent, they're going to ride with you. For real. But they also will correct your ass, too. So don't get it twisted. I'll see y'all later on, maybe at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Bat channel for the mini-series of Poetry and Pulse. All right. Be well, stay safe. Remember what they said.
Ancestors have something to say today. They are pressing this message for real. A lot of y'all been going through it and not saying nothing. You're still coming through, still doing what you got to do, still answering people, still handling life, because life is life, But on the inside, it's something completely different. Breathe, slow it down. Remember, you're carried. You're not alone. You can choose peace. Little by little, they're with you, walking you through.
You've been holding back a lot and not saying when you're not okay. And even when you do tell people that you're not okay, what are they really going to do? There's nothing that they really can do except sit with you. For those who are friends, they'll sit with you. But not letting people know where you at mentally, come on, man. And when that happens, you start feeling alone, like nobody understands. But the whole time, I didn't know how to say it before, but I'm glad I did. It feels lighter,
I'm glad you reached out. You're not by yourself in this.
Yeah, thanks for coming over.
Check in with yourself, because you've been moving so fast that you don't even hear yourself no more. And if you can't hear yourself, how the heck are you going to hear the ancestors? And above that, the divine and the Holy Spirit of the living God, how are you going to hear anything except your ego banging you out in your brain, man? Like, for real.
And I do feel like I have to do everything myself. But see, you know what I realize what that is? It's called control. You have an issue with releasing control. So you feel that everything you have to do is by yourself and you have to fix everything by yourself. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's your mind playing tricks on you, thinking that you know better than the divine or the spiritual council, you know, in this case, the ancestors who will ride or die for you. All you have to do is let go a little bit. I hear Trust that you're
Sometimes we imitate the past, but if you're not tapping into your ancestors the way they move through their eras, you're just repeating the same cycle. Ever think of it that way? I have. That's how they stayed grounded, and you're being drawn back to that now. Nobody expects you to be perfect. What they ask is to honor each step, each breath as part of the story you're carrying forward. And when you do that, every move becomes a prayer.
You know, that sounds real simple until you realize why it's hard. Some of us have been through things that make us move a certain way. Some of us spoke up before and weren't believed. Some of you had to deal with stuff in your own home you never should have had to deal with. And that does something to you. I didn't have to deal with something. But you don't have to stay there. You can let somebody in. You can be heard this time. You deserve to feel safe.
Everybody's not a hater. Everybody's not. Sometimes some people really need to hear that. But sometimes it could just be love. And I get it. When you upset, you want somebody to be mad at, somebody to be mad with you. And you want somebody to co-sign you, back you up and say, yeah, you right, they right, you right. And that feels good, but a real one. And somebody loves you enough to tell you the truth, even when you don't want it. That's different. That's the kind of love that makes you better.
You're not meant to do this alone. You need people, real people. Community matters. Being around folks who know you without you having to explain a thing, that's healing. So stop suffering in silence. Say what's going on with you. Protect your energy. Do something.
I see myself in them and I feel them in me. Their strength, their laughter.
I honor the voices that came before me. They whisper patience and they wrap me in truth. I open my heart to their light, let it move through me, and I share what I hear. Thank you for guiding me.